Hey everyone, La13 Scale here, also known as Stairs, and welcome back to more Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. So we're talking about, we just got to Zelda, we are talking about the history of the war, and we are finding out the truth of what happened. We are also now in the distant past with Zelda and Impa, and we left Groose behind, and Groose had a really touching moment, and I'm actually kind of sorry to see him go. But we'll hop in. So first she created Fi. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. Oh. She made the sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Sparkles? No? No, I haven't. You are the chosen hero, and I, Zelda, am the goddess reborn as a mortal. Oh. So I'm in love with a god? Yeah, I'm in love with a god, that's it. So, but you don't have then any of her memories or anything like that. Right? I mean, that does explain why you're wearing, like, her color palette, which is this bluish to purple. You can't quite tell the difference between these two, but the bluish to purple color. Aw, Impa. Hi, Impa. The day of the ceremony, Garahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment, by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. Wait a minute, she got the same tattoos. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hilea, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was, and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he is more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. Aww. Look at his face. I too would have the same exact look if somebody else that I've known my entire life was like, oh yeah, no, actually I'm like a god who like just chose to take on a mortal form. Great. We must stop him from freeing himself. I've got to not look at his face while I do this. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him at any cost. It's just the blank stare. Like, they've captured, like, the humanism. Great. But, like, there's just something about the way that he's just standing there. It's like, dude, I'm spacing out. I've had some stuff, and I'm gone. I'm spacing. Oh god, not another line while I have to look at this face. I'm gonna have to cover him up, guys. This is why I intend to remain here, in this time and place, to sustain the seal as best I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. So stay here forever. I must maintain the seal that Hilea
rather that I created so long ago, and keep it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. Sparkles, the goddess created Fee and the great blade she's a part of for very specific reasons.
I still don't know why you're referring to yourself then as like an old term, but I don't know.
For the task of standing against Demise, in the monstrous form he now assumes, rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back to his prison twice now. I can't thank you for that enough, Sparkles.
Still his eyes, man. Like, I get it, but oh my god. And it's following the same animation motion, and it just, I can't.
During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword.
Okay. What's the third part?
And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce.
That would be...
Aww. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place.
That is beautiful.
Along your travels, you have found wisdom, power, and courage. For this, I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land.
So that's why she's a powerful sorceress.
The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, that within you dwells sacred power. This is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Sparkles. Draw your sword.
I've just been knighted. That's what this is. I've been knighted. Solid. The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. Oh, good! That's what I was complaining about last time! The sword is now imbued with the mystical power that drives back demons, and only Sparkles may wield it. Yeah, remember how I was complaining about, like, the pommel that's supposed to protect your hand from oncoming blades? Now it opens to actually protect your hand from oncoming blades. I'm excited about this. I'm happy. I'm glad we fixed the blade. Now I'm in love with the design. Thank you. Thank you. You've made this better for me. Thank you. Now the color palette's great too, including the shimmer of the blade. Zelda, why are you being dramatic?
Sparkles, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology.
Oh, is this... I'm gonna take a prediction. Is this because she feels like she forced this destiny upon me because of what her previous life did?
You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in the world, in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish Demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of this land.
So that this way they wouldn't, like, that there would be a weapon that the mortals could use against the gods should they ever go corrupt. It's a system of checks and balances then.
Which brings us back to you. To face Demise and give this land hope, the goddess, Hilea, needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Sparkles. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you could wield that supreme power. So Hilea, I mean, so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you.
Oh my god, that's such a wholesome message for this scene. I actually might cry a little. Because, like, you're acknowledging, like, yeah, this is for the greater good, but also that for the greater good, sometimes we have to do absolutely horrendous and horrifying and just god-awful things. And not only are you acknowledging that you had to do something bad for the greater good, and that you don't feel good about it, but you are not, like... But you're acknowledging the pain that you caused other people and how it doesn't sit well with you. And I'm not sure if that's like a goddess thing or a Zelda thing, but I feel like it's more of a Zelda thing than a goddess thing. And I hope above hope that she actually does like us as a person and not just as an instrument. Because I'm actually gonna cry if she just only thinks of us as an instrument. Give her a hug, please. Yeah, same, honestly, those eyes.
I can't believe I did this. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this, Sparkles. But you have to understand, this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance, and I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep, for thousands of years. Sparkles, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny.
Oh my god, Zelda.
Before all of this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. While it's true that I am Helea reborn, I'm still my father's daughter. And your friend. I'm still here, Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him, and I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, Sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
But this time, when it's all over, will you come wake me up?
Of course, I promise I will. On the one hand, of course is entirely my rhetoric, but this feels more Sparkles to me. I promise, Zelda. Oh my god. She's trapped in amber. She's actually trapped in amber. Did they reuse the amber asset? This was not the time to ask these questions, but did they reuse the amber asset? Oh my god. I want me to just sob like you wouldn't believe. I understand.
That's just the gears turning in the background like a heartbeat. Oh my god. They knew how to do the cinematography for that. Screw them on that. Like, screw them, they did it so well. I'm active, like, I probably screwed up my makeup. I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. My makeup's probably all kinds of gone. I was gonna consider stopping, but like, I'm definitely gonna pause the episode, but I think I'm gonna keep going on the recording session. Oh my god. I'm sure you can probably still see the bits of water just trickling down off my face in the background with terrible decor. I promise one day I'll get it cleaned up, or I'll move. I don't know. It's gonna be something. Oh man. And the crazy sad thing is, like, I think it was like 6 years ago or something like that that I like watched somebody else play this. And I've completely forgotten like everything since then. I like remembered a few like dungeon locations. Like, I just remembered what some of them looked like. I didn't remember how to solve anything else, and I completely forgot about that. But oh my god, I'm gonna be a mess. Right, so next time I guess we're gonna end the imprisoned then. Thanks everyone so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you like what you saw here today, including me crying while doing my Zelda voice acting there. Truly prolific. And be sure to hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I upload another episode of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, while I go and drink water to deal with the fact that I'm going to sob like a baby for a second. So take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.